Hello lovely YouTubers. Today I'm going to show you some brushes that I found at Michael's that I feel are just as good, if not better, than some of the MAC makeup brushes. We all know that MAC makes the most amazing blush and eyeshadow, especially the eyeshadow brushes from MAC are just absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, they're pretty expensive. Some of the MAC blush brushes are about 56, 60 bucks, 70 bucks, all the way up to that point. And then their crease and eyeshadow brushes, they're all like around $20, $25. So a cheaper alternative that I found that I've been using that has worked out great for me are these Royal brushes from Michael's. And all these brushes, these ones, which I'm going to talk about each individually, these four I each got for $2, and this one I paid $3 for, and this one is our nice blush brush. I also got two blending brushes, as well as two brushes that I use for patting. Start with our very first brush. Something that I like to do is when I use a base, an eyeshadow base like this one, this is MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I use this all the time as a base. I don't like to use my fingers sometimes, especially if I have like the fake acrylic nails on, because it just kind of goes right into it. So I'm always looking for a brush that's very similar to this one. I'm going to try to get it as close as possible without it getting all weird. So this is very, very stiff. The bristles are very soft, but they kind of like they stay together like that, and it's in like a little bit of a dome shape, and that really helps when you want to like apply something as thick as one of the paint pots. So what I like to use this for is either for concealer or for a paint pot that's so close to my own skin tone, and it goes on very, very nice, and it really like spreads it out evenly. And so this brush is, and they have crowns on them, they're really cute, and they have these soft rubberized handles, which really, really helps you hold on to them. And this is number 8, and it says Royal Soft Grip SG 170. I'm also going to write all this stuff into the bar on the other side, and that'll really help. So if you do go into Michael's and you do want to purchase it, these are like $2, so they're really, really inexpensive. And I'll tell you what I really love about them. There's something super special. The next brush is this one is number 10 Royal Soft Grip SG 170 as well, and this one is again that same dome shape, but there's more bristles on this one, and it's a little bit fluffier, and you can see that I've got some pigment left on there. This one I use for color, for actually just applying and patting color on. It's great. It's so soft. That's what I love about this brush. I can't stand it when you have a brush and it just like all the bristles are poking you. You kind of wonder why you bought that brush in the first place, right? Again, $2. Can you go wrong with $2? I mean, a brush for like, you know, $25 or a brush for $2. You can always save up and buy that MAC brush, but having a brush like this is just awesome for everyday wear. Now, something that I love are, okay, these are the crease blending brushes. These I am comparing to the MAC 217 brushes, which are the blending brushes. This is my blending brush from the holiday collection. Sorry that I did not wash these ahead of time. I wasn't sure that I was going to do this video today, but I decided that today is a good day. These brushes, I've got two. One of them I'm using for the lighter color blending, as in I'm blending like light, very, very light color beiges, a little bit of gold, the whites. So I use that one. Notice how, again, we have that dome shape, super fluffy, very, 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 very soft. And notice that it's really got a lot. It's very dense. These are larger than the ones that MAC sells. So also know that going in that there's a lot more. So it's a little bit bigger. And then I use the other one for the dark color so that when I have that smoky eye, I can use this one. So I bought two because, gosh, they're only $2 a piece, so why not? It only cost me $4 to get both. This one is the 1.5 Royal, and it's the SG 1400. Ta-da! So these are amazing. I've been using these for 2 months now, and I wanted to wait and really try it out before I said it was good, so that no one would be like, oh my god, that's terrible. No, these are really good. I really do like them. I like them better than the MAC one right now because I don't like to spend too much time trying to like move crease color around. That I don't have time for that. So these are bigger and it just gets the job done faster. Another thing I want to mention is how actual long they are. They're really long. They're just as long as the MAC brushes. So that's the only thing I don't like about them. I end up having to tote them in a little like case like this. And it just kind of, I just kind of stick them in there and like snap them shut and kind of put them in my bag. And I always have a big makeup bag or a big tote bag to go to school with, so that works. The last brush I want to talk about is the 3/4 SG 1400, and this is the big blush brush. Very, very, very fluffy. Again, it's a little bit bigger, so you want to like go there and look at some of these brushes before you initially do buy. And it's got the rubberized grip and all that stuff. So these are the brushes. Now let's talk about what makes these so special and amazing in the first place. When you buy makeup brushes, you either buy a cleaner with them or hopefully you wipe them down when you use them. It's really, really important to wipe, especially your eyeshadow brushes, because I've seen so many people with pink eye and it's just a terrible, terrible thing. And if you don't clean your brushes, it'll get to you. It'll either show up on your face because it'll give you zits, or it'll give you pink eye on your eyes. So conjunctivitis is not a joke. With paintbrushes, you can wash these. Why? Because with paint, we paint and then they get wet, and it's okay to get this portion of the brush wet. It's not an issue. With the actual other brushes, like let me show you this one, or even let's take the Bare Minerals brush. Lord forbid you get these wet and you get them dry. It's very hard to keep that consistency there. I mean, they really change once they get wet. Some brushes, like this one, this is a foundation brush from Clinique, one of my favorite brushes. This is an amazing, amazing brush. I do recommend it. All of Clinique's brushes come with this antibacterial film on them, but if you wash them with anything other than their brush cleaner, then the antibacterial stuff comes off. So they don't tell you that, but you gotta know that. That's really important. So some of these brushes, they start to get a little wobbly once. I don't know if you can see, but this top is actually starting to move because I've washed it so many times. Some of these are not meant to be washed, and so you need to know what kind of brush you're buying. With the MAC brushes, you can get their special brush cleaner, whatever. That's a lot of work for me. So I do obviously wash my brushes, but I do care about what brush I buy. These, for example, no problem. Put them in, rinse them. You know, I use any kind of brush cleaner on these. You can even use like the soft makeup remover. What I've been using is MAC's oil makeup remover. I actually put it in one of these containers instead, and you just put it on, kind of use your fingers, and then use water, and it'll actually like foam up, and then once you get it all, just kind of wipe it in and wipe it off. And it's great. So this is what I found that was a cheap, inexpensive way to not buy a MAC brush and maybe save up for a MAC brush later. But these are great. I hope that this tutorial was easy to follow along, and if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Just send an email or add a little message to the page. Anything is welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all the subscribers and the comments and the ratings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't say that enough. I wish you all the very best. See you later.